Hey guys, Dark Ray 91 here with a review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 60. Now, I'm doing this a little later than usual. I tried to do it earlier, but I kept getting interrupted. If it wasn't for my TV messing up, I'm getting a whole bunch of messages, or I had to do some things for somebody really quick, and every time I tried to record the video, I kept getting bugged. So it's nice and quiet. Everybody's asleep. So I'm gonna do this review, put it up, and then go straight to bed. 'Cause it's about 3 o'clock in the morning now. But the title for episode 60 is "Back to the Future: Goku Black's Identity Revealed." Now, for episode 59, towards the very end, we see that Zamasu in the universe 10, or present Zamasu, was destroyed by Beerus because Amasu had this idea of killing Gowasu in order to steal his Potara earrings. Now, if you see um, the um, present Zamasu, he's wearing orange Potaras, and then if you see future Zamasu, he's wearing green Potaras, which means that the present, or not the present, excuse me, the future Zamasu was able to kill Gowasu as he intended, so he can steal his earrings or his Potaras. And the episode starts off with everyone is still arguing with Beerus because they believe Zamasu isn't dead, and Beerus thinks that he's the high and mighty god. He's above everybody else. He's above Zeno, and what he said is final. The reason why people are arguing with him is because Future Trunks doesn't believe that Future Zamasu is dead. Just because you killed somebody in the present or the past or whatever doesn't mean that their future selves are um, dead or they have completely vanished from all timelines. Now, the reason why that Future Zamasu is still alive is because he made a wish for immortality, and because of that, he's still alive. Now, if Beerus had killed Zamasu way before he decided to do the wish of immortality with the Super Dragon Balls, yes. If he killed present time Zamasu, all Zamasus in all timelines would have been dead. But being that the one Zamasu in the future wish for immortality, he can't die. And every Goku, Vegeta, future Trunks, they're getting prepared to go into the future because they want to fight Black one more time. But this time, Bulma wants to go. So it's not only three people that are going this time. This time it's going to be four, and the time machine's already packed with three people, so it's going to be even more packed with four. And this time, Goku isn't forgetting the sensu beans. Now, last time he forgot the sensu beans, and what happened was he went to go take a leak before the fight. He left the sensu beans on top of the bathroom sink and just forgot them there. And they got their asses handed to them, and they couldn't do anything about it but go back to present. Now, Goku asked Beerus if he wants to join, but Beerus said, "No, no, it's okay. You guys go worry about, or you guys do your business. I'll be here." And then right after that, we had a scene between Kid Trunks and Future Trunks, and Kid Trunks is upset because he wants to know about Future Mai after what Future Trunks had told him what happened the last time they went to go fight Black and Zamasu. So Future Trunks tells Kid Trunks that yeah, she's dead. Even if what Beerus says is true, we all know it's not. She's still dead. And for someone to had lost everybody and to know that Future Mai is a fighter, to just automatically assume that she's dead, it kind of shows defeat, that he's defeated. He's been fighting this Black Goku for a year now, even with the help of Vegeta and Goku, and he wasn't able to defeat them. So what he's showing right now is a sign of defeat. And we saw that a little bit of last week as well, when we had the little scene between Kid Trunks and Future Trunks, and Kid Trunks went Super Saiyan and went to go punch Future Trunks because he was acting all mopey and emo, like because he left and he wanted to have Future Mind go with him. So then Future Trunks, they have a little conversation. Kid Trunks is asking him, why is it that if Beerus killed Zamasu in the present, that the future Zamasu isn't dead? So Future Trunks uses Android 18 as an example. And this is what in Trunks' words. And in your timeline, 18 is a wife and a mother, but in my timeline, she was a ruthless killer until I had to, destroy her and her life. And what he meant by that example is that when they went to go fight in in the present and in the future, and this is way before the Cell arc. This, I guess you could, a lot of people want to call it the Android arc, but I still can have it in under one arc, which is a Cell arc. The first time that Trunks had went to the present was to help Goku, but not only to help Goku because he was going to get the virus, the heart virus, was to also warn them about the androids. And he went into the past to warn them about 17 and 18, but instead Android 19 and 20 showed up. So, and not only did he go into the past for that, but he also went into the past because he wanted to kill off that Cell as well. And it kind of proved that right after getting his butt whooped by the androids, he went into the past. He trained with Goku, he trained with Gohan, he trained with Vegeta, but he trained more with Vegeta in the Room of Spirit of Time by themselves because it was more of a father-son activity. Even though Vegeta was more heartless, he was more to himself as he was, he's very, very different in Dragon Ball Super. So after um, defeating Cell, or after the training, he went back to the future, and he was 10 times stronger than what he was. So he was able to destroy the androids. I know I went off at a tangent, but I wanted to explain that. And Future Trunks goes on to tell Kid Trunks about helping present Goku with the heart virus, and in result to that, that he survived. And it was the scene, that scene between Future Trunks and Kid Trunks, it was a little heartwarming. It was a soft scene. We don't have too many of the soft scenes, but in this scene we see that Trunks, or Kid Trunks, is finally getting what Future Trunks is talking about. So you know, whatever you have, you should be happy with. If you have one parent, you should be happy that you at least have somebody in your life. If you have no parents, but you still have somebody to take care of you, you should be happy that you have someone to take care of. But in this instant, Kid Trunks is thinking to himself that, you know what? I have to be grateful for what I have. I have friends, I have family, I have so many people that I can count on. I have Vegeta, I have Bulma, I have the Pilaf gang, I have Goku, I have Gohan, I have Goten, Chi Chi, and Tien and everybody. But then he looks at Future Trunks and he has nobody, but Future Mai. But everybody that Future Trunks has known has died, other than Mai. So that was a little soft scene. It was a little heart to heart for me. It was a little, touching for me. But I did like that scene. It shows that Kid Trunks is finally getting some character development, And they honestly need to be doing that with Goten. I don't know why Goten isn't in the scene at all, or Goten isn't in the arc at all. And the same thing with Majin Buu. We don't see Majin Buu. We don't see Hercule. We don't see Jocko. After the Potafu arc, we don't see a lot of the characters anymore, which is kind of sad. But again, a little mini tangent, but I just wanted to get that out. But so after that, Future Trunks, thanks Beerus for everything, and then Goku and the gang get ready to go to the future. Bulma, she finds Future Trunks' old jacket, but and it looks new. But the only reason why it looks new is he pretty sure that she either repaired it or she washed it. But he decides to stay with the clothes that he has now. But after Goku and the gang leave, Beerus wants to go home, but Whis tells him, to stay till the gang gets back because he wants to know how this fight pans out. If the Goku and the rest of them are gonna win this time, or if it's gonna be the same result. If it's gonna be the same result, I'm pretty sure Whis and Beerus is gonna go and try to help him. So as soon as they get into the future, the um the window opens, and everybody's happy that the window opened because there was such a little space in there. You couldn't be moving around too much. And as soon as they open up the window, Black senses that Goku is back. And Bulma is, she's very shocked to see the future. She's always heard of how the future is from Future Trunks, but she's never actually seen them. So she's very shocked to see that the future is pretty beat up, pretty bad. And no, I don't want to select all of that. So they do a little bit of walking, or the Resistance finds Trunks first. So the Resistance, they were like three Resistance members, and they find Future Trunks, and they bring everybody into their hiding spot. And Trunks finds Mai, but she's unconscious. If I could speak right, Goku gives her a sensu bean and says, "Chew it up, so you can feed it to her, so you can kiss her." And what the surprising part was, Vegeta said what he actually believes in, that you should wait to kiss the person that you love until you get married. So he believes in marriage, the sanctity of marriage or the safety of marriage. So, but I'm pretty sure that they have kissed plenty of times. It's just he won't do it now because Vegeta says no. What, you don't believe the sanctity of marriage or whatever? So I'm pretty sure that Vegeta knows that Trunks likes Mai, like really really likes Mai, and he's probably planning on getting married with her someday or even having some children. But that goes to show you that Vegeta has gotten even more character development in Super than in any episode put together in Dragon Ball Z. So later on, Mai is surprised to see Bulma, but Bulma says it's the first time meeting, that this is their first time meeting in the timeline. Mai is like, Mai had to recognize that this Bulma was different. It wasn't the future Bulma. And so Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks head outside and sees that Black and Zamasu's waiting for them. Vegeta says this time is going to be different, and he goes Super Saiyan Blue instantaneously. And Black goes Super Saiyan. In the English dub, it will be called Super Saiyan Rose, but in the Japanese dub, it's called Super Saiyan Rose. So, or Rose. So Black goes Super Saiyan Rose, then they go head to head as Goku. I mean not Goku, Vegeta and Goku Black. Vegeta says, I'm not going to beat you for myself, but for Trunks and the future." So we have even more character development for Vegeta. So hopefully this time Vegeta stays in the battle just a little bit longer. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna stay in the battle just a little bit longer because he's aware of some of the abilities that, Goku Black has. So Goku questions Zamasu about the Super Dragon Balls. Um, and it was like, oh, we know what you did. You took the Super Dragon Balls. You wished for immortality. You went into the future. You used those Super Dragon Balls to wish for a copy of me. And Black says that he's not a copy of Son Goku, but he's Zamasu. That he switched bodies with another Zamasu by using the Super Dragon Balls. And Black also states that the body that has the body that he's using is the real Goku's body. And Goku's like, okay, how? Or everybody's thinking, okay, how did he get my body? And Black says himself, well, I killed him with my bare hands. So he's pretty fucking strong if he killed future Goku with his bare hands, which is very, very scary. And so Boom, future Maya and Bulma are shocked by what they heard, and Black shows Goku the time ring, and the episode ends like that. And I had ended the episode there, or I had ended it there without watching the credits. I should have stayed and watched the credits, but then I think an hour later I said, oh shit, I forgot the to go through the credits so I could see the preview for episode 61. So for episode 61, the preview is the Zero Mortals plan is going to be explained, or why they want to go ahead with the Zero Mortals plan. And I gotta give out a shout out to Geekdom 101, because he said it himself that it's kind of ironic for their Zero Mortals plan. They need mortals. You're trying to get rid of mortals, but you need mortals to get rid of mortals. And it's like saying, I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. That's what it sounds like, and it really does. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys um enjoyed the review. Like I said, it's a little later because um every time I went to go record the video, I kept getting interruptions with phone calls and Facebook messages and text messages and things like that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna wait and see when I have a quiet time, I have some peace time to record this. So I said, you know what, let me take care of this right now. So I hope you guys liked the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed what went on. If you guys are watching this Sunday or Monday, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys are lucky because you guys get to know what's going on. I have to be on Twitter waiting for Herms to translate some stuffs about the episode, which I don't mind. I like watching it raw and then later on watching with the subtitles. But if you liked the review, please leave a like. If you guys comment what was your favorite part of the episode, whether it be future Trunks and Trunks talking, it was the end preview of Goku questioning Zamasu about the Super Dragon Balls, Goku Black saying that he's not Goku but he's Zamasu, they just switched bodies, yada yada yada. But people like, comment. um I'll say it this time. If you guys do like what I post, please subscribe and share out to others who just love watching this. And if you guys would like, please. I know this is Dragon Ball Z, but I'm not trying to be a sellout here. But if you guys would like, please watch my review of Naruto Shippuden episodes 476 and 477. Did those earlier today after watching them. I watched them live streamed on a YouTube channel and I watched them 2 other times because I thought there was gonna be more, but there's gonna be more episodes next week. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next video.